Hey everybody, this is Kit Holmes. It is Tuesday. That means it is Transformation Tuesday. Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. And I was trying to get this Facebook post set up a few minutes ago and recognized that once again the platform and the software and the features and all of that changed. And from last week to this week. And I was about to get really irritated and frustrated and decided that I had already set the intention to talk about the word grace today. And right then and there immediately manifested the opportunity to to act in accordance with that word. The reason that I'm bringing that word to you today, I'm in a ministers' conference for Centers for Spiritual Living this week, and there was a really lovely discussion, a very calming, I would say healing discussion of the 100 and plus ministers and directors of the organization, so forth, that were on the call. And the spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Edward Viljoen, talked about the need for added grace in our lives right now. As we continue to navigate, all of us, whether we are ministers or not, this consistent, persistent thing with the COVID pandemic, the Delta variant, and all of the amazing things that we have been through, particularly the trauma, and we all have it. There is not a set end in sight for this. There is, of course, tremendous division over what it is, how it should be dealt with. It has been politicized. It has been shifted from a public health issue to another divisive way to put us against them. And so the beautiful discussion and the prayers around this were about the need right now for all of us to call in, to focus, to intend to be the presence of grace as best we can. And what do I mean by grace? It is that sense, that presence, that there is something greater. There is something greater around us, in us, through us, as us, that is supporting us, that is holding us up, that is holding us in that place that, yes, there's a lot of changes going on, and there's a lot of things that have shaken us over the last now 19, 20, however many months you want to figure out or try to figure out when this whole thing started. Grace is the idea that we just take a breath and step back and call that presence in, call it to mind. Not that we have to call it in, it's already here, it's already part of us, but to call it in consciously to our experience and to send it out to the rest of the world. Today is also the International Day of Peace, hosted by the UN every year on the 21st of September. Also happens to be the fall equinox in the northern hemisphere, spring equinox in the summer hemisphere. So it is a day of transition. It is a day of openings. Also happens to be a full moon today. There's some powerful stuff going on in the world right now, and we are all feeling it, whether we think ourselves susceptible or sensitive to the energetic changes in the universe or not. It is my belief that we are. And we're feeling it. We are feeling it all really deeply. So my invitation to you today, because being able to rest in the moment, being able to just take a breath and rest, is a huge part of our transformation, of how we navigate our way through the changes of life. So I invite us today to take a moment. I'm going to do this right now with you. And wherever you may be watching this later, maybe not in real time, but we're going to take a moment right now to just rest, to get quiet as the traffic noise goes by my window, to rest in the grace of the presence of Spirit, of God, of whatever name you might give that thing, that infinite creator, the thing that created all, the thing that created us. And allow it in. So if you would with me, if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, I can't see you, it doesn't matter. If you feel comfortable, it just kind of helps us to focus a little bit and close and focus on that center space between the eyebrows, the third eye. If you're into the understanding of chakras, the third eye, infinite wisdom. And let's just rest there for a moment and invite grace in. Invite those moments of peace in. And if you would, affirm with me on the in-breath as we breathe in. Say quietly or silently or out loud to yourselves, I breathe in the grace of Spirit. And on the out-breath, I radiate that grace to the world. And on the in-breath, I invite and breathe in the presence of peace. And on the out-breath, I radiate peace to the world. And you can continue this practice with the words joy, with the words love. On the in-breath, I breathe in the love of Spirit. And on the out-breath, I breathe out, radiating that love to the world right now. And if you could feel the grace happening, give thanks. I do. I give thanks for you being here. I give thanks for you watching. I give thanks for you sharing this video wherever you feel it might be needed today. I can think of many places that we could probably send a little more love, a little more grace, and a little more peace. So peace, grace, and love to you, my friends, today. I love you dearly. I will see you next Tuesday.